Hello there and welcome back to the second episode of Bastard Plays Endless Legend as the Vaulters. So last time we set up our first city, Rothkalor, and now we're just kind of wandering around, talking to minor factions and gently getting on with establishing our world-crushing empire. So let's just crack straight on. Head over here and have a look in this ruin. Because obviously that's what I'm going to do. Some dust, okay, that's good. Let's go over here and find out what's on the other side of this region, I think. That's probably the best thing. Oh, no. Yeah, that'll do. Ow, excellent. Delver's right there, okay. So yeah, so this is the minor faction that's the kind of the dwarf analogy. The Delvers have their origins in humanoids that were trapped deep underground after an earlier cataclysm. They fought their way back up to the light and effort of decades that made them skilled miners, tunnelers and explorers. We get the Dredge unit, which is infantry if we assimilate them, and we also get plus 5% dust per pacified Delvers village on cities. That's a better bonus than anything we've seen so far. I much prefer the kind of non-combat bonuses. But more to the point, we need to bring a Delvers faction with us to complete that quest for, is it called the Byforge? And there's a Delvers village right here, so let's go see, or we'll be able to see next turn, what they want in return for being pacified and assimilated. Doesn't everyone want that? Doesn't everyone want that? Delver village. Skilled with digging and mining, little is seen of Delver villages other than portals that lead into the earth. Beneath these simple portals, however, entire underground cities are likely to exist. Oh yeah. Okay, let's end the turn there. We're building a public library at the moment in Rothkalor, and then we'll probably get on with a settler, and then go settle here most likely, because doing that will instantly pacify the Herners, because that's their quest. So we've got population evolution in Rothkalor, excellent. So we've now got 3 in there. So what do we get if we shuffle this around a bit? Get search party a bit quicker. I'm more keen on that than the public library, really. Let's go for that. Well, maybe we should be putting it. Yeah, well, let's put it into food actually, because we really should be growing ourselves a bit more. And Petrov can head over here. Got a titanium deposit there. That's really good news. Occurring in mineralized form, the extraction of titanium is a complex process for an alchemist, but the effort is worth it. Light, strong and resistant to water damage, this metal can transform armies. It's pretty good. We've got titanium and glass steel, so they may be pretty good candidates for our first holy resource when we get that far. But I believe that's the turn wrapped up again. Start to rattle forwards a bit now that I've introduced the basics to you guys. I should probably be splitting my army up and exploring with them separately to get maximum explorage, but I have found that with some of the minor factions, if you get unlucky, you can end up isolated and destroyed with that. There's a ruin there. Gold deposit. Gold is always handy. Stasis pillar. Sounds cool. Okay, let's end turn. And the turn after this we get both the public library and search party, which is good. So when we explore these ruins we stand a much better chance of getting something cool out of them. Okay, so what do the Delvers want? Something good, I hope. Reliable ally. Words are cheap. This is the essence of the message from the leaders of the village you encountered. While they would be glad to join you, they mistrust your large and growing power. If you wish to win their alliance, you must show that you are more than just a bloodthirsty conqueror. So prove to the tribe that you are not merely a belligerent warmonger. In your next empire plan, don't put any influence in the military ministry. Wasn't going to anyway. Set the economy and population ministry to its level 1 minimum. Ooh, we'll have to see if we can do that. Okay, economy and population to the level 1 minimum. But does that mean it needs to not be higher than that, or it needs to be at that? Because, well, we probably need a lot more influence before we can do that. Well, let's dismiss that for now. And let's have a look at what I will need to stretch out. Simulate, please. Oh, economy and population. Yeah, okay, I just need 20. That's fine. Yeah, I should have 20 by then. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. It's probably not what I'd ideally put there, but you know, that's fine. So search party in 1. But I won't search it this. I won't search this ruin this turn because I want to have search party before I do it. So I'll search at the beginning of next turn instead. There we go. I'm building a settler now there, I believe. And I've completed search party. Yep, minimise that. Okay, what are we going to go for next? We could go for sewer systems. They're pretty good. Extra influence, extra happiness. Let me think. Growing would be pretty good actually. Just being able to grow, full stop. So we'll pick up seed storage. I think we'll pick that up. And then let's have a little look in Rothcolor. Okay, yeah, so we can build a settler. We'll do that next. And it's pointless actually having someone in food for that because we won't produce food while we're building a settler. So it's safe to do that. Let's have a look in this ruin. 10 gold, as in the luxury resource. Flaunting a lustrous golden hue and impervious to the ravages of water and air, gold is a true king of the elements and an essential commodity for moving beyond the barter system. Gold is a very handy luxury resource to have when you activate the boosters. It drops 50% dust off your city upkeep, off your building upkeeps, and gives you +5 happiness or approval. It's very good actually, very good. The booster cost is currently 10 as well, so I'm tempted to just trigger it right now. There's no real point saving it. Yeah, I might as well. Excellent. So let's do that. Show you guys how the boosters work. So, when you get stocks of luxury resources, whether that be through building an extractor on a luxury resource in your own territory, or through little gifts like that, or through trading, or through buying it from the market, it stacks up here in luxury resources. And basically, if there's an orange box around it, you have enough to trigger the booster. So, if I click on there, and then click yes. So right now, my empire has minus 50% dust on the city upkeep and +5 approval on cities. And I generally just keep boosters going constantly, more or less. I do think there's not much reason not to, really. From what I can tell, admittedly, I am not the most expert player yet, I'm sure, but I don't tend to hang on to them or stockpile them, certainly. Okay. Let's see what's in this ruin here. New quest, Intellectual Jealousy. Obviously, and sadly, the people who lived here ages ago were more educated than yours. In the dust-covered ruins of this technological empire, your scientists begin to find new ideas and inspirations. Perhaps you might even one day surpass those ancients. Enlightenment is near as long as you continue to focus on research. So we need to produce 40 science rather, in one of our cities for 10 turns. That doesn't need to start now, obviously, and we won't be able to now, but we should bear that in mind. What's that stuff there? Salt deserts. Okay. Let's head on down. That's the quickest way down, obviously that way. Down to this ruin down here. 4 turns before we can build a settler. Where are they going to settle in here? That's the question. It won't be long before the minor faction villages start to produce random units. And until they're pacified, they will attack. They can't go outside the range of their own territory, but it does mean that if these Hernus villages produce some roving Herners, I can't send the settler in there safely unless the place I want to colonise is right on the border. There's not a great deal of stuff in there, to be honest. I'm tempted not to settle there, to be perfectly honest. Although I don't have any other leap out options straight away, but we'll see. Because everything that's here that's good. Well, I could actually settle here and have that black earth and moss pearls, and the earth tower's not too far away, and then I can just build towards this river here. There's not a lot really, but it's and with it being on the edge, obviously it means that my starting city doesn't get as much because I'm losing out on a tile's worth of influx there. But there's not much else there, to be honest. There might be more stuff later that turns up with further research, but I can't guarantee that for the moment. So I might just leap in there, I suppose. I would have a black earth and a moss pearls. And with only a wee bit of expansion, I could get some river tiles. They're pretty good. I'll have to think about it. I shall have to think about it. So seed storage is complete. And did we have a look at that? Oh, there we go. Seeds of domesticated plants are stored for sowing, making crops more reliable and increasing the amount of food produced. So we'll build one of them in Rothcolor as soon as we can, really. And you know what we're going to do? Being as we've got titanium and glass steel right here, I'm surprised I didn't build this earlier, actually. I'm going to go for an alchemist furnace. At the heart of the titanium and glass steel extraction method is a vast furnace used to smelt the purified resources out of their mineralized forms. So we should be able to build an extractor for both that titanium and that glass steel. I'm surprised I didn't go for that already, really. There we go. Encountered a new minor faction, Eresis. Whoop. These beings are large and formidable multi-headed hydra, as opposed to those non-multi-headed hydra. They have hands with claws capable of manipulating tools, but tend to fight with their large, fearsome jaws and teeth. Atypically viviparous, this fact has caused them to develop villages and social structures. Okay, and we get a vine snake, their infantry, if we pacify them. And the assimilation effect is 0.5 movement per pacified Eresis village on units. That's pretty good. It's a combat one, but it's pretty good. And some dust. Ooh, hero level up. Gained enough experience to reach level 3, so let's inspect her there. So we could take the +1 XP per turn on units. I'm tempted to take the second +1 movement on units. Actually, that's more useful, more directly useful. So there we go. That's as good as searching right now, really. Yeah. Imminent Empire plan. Let's just make double sure of what those delvers wanted. Economy and pop to level 1. Yep. That's fine. That's good. We might start heading over here so we can escort our settler unit into here. I have settled near to borders before and it hasn't produced a problem. I suppose all I will be losing is one tile, so it isn't a biggie. I'm just thinking maybe being closer to the river might be helpful. I don't know. Having the Herners in my who will be immediately pacified in my territory produces quite a nice little boost as well. So we'll see. Actually, I don't actually need to escort them because they're just going to pop over the border straight in there, so I can carry on just roaming around, really. Some more ruins to have a poke around it. More dust. Some more glass steel over there. And the Eresis village. The viviparous nature of the Eresis has made them unusually social villagid species. Extremely protective of their young due to the small size of their litters, they are formidable in defence of their homes. Okay then. And we're about to build a settler, which is nice. Nice. It's nice that we're building a settler. And we can get to work on our borough street. Okay, that's great. So let's dismiss that. Oh, hello. I'm a dignified and peaceful leader, apparently. So I hope that your wisdom will be taken as an example by other nations. Why, yes. I think so too. Okay, let's have a look in here. Because I think we can... Well, we're going to definitely add seed storage, but I think we can just buy it. Yeah, we're going to buy some seed storage. Straight away. Which would be nice. We're also going to... new army or settler. When you build stuff in a city in Endless Legend, it automatically goes into the garrison there. So you need to actually create a new army in order to... if we go there, as long as there's no Herners kind of right there, we should be fine to settle next turn, I think. Just double check their quest. Snarkanor, yeah, colonize the region of Cathayan, which is this one, right? Yeah. Okay. So that'll be a nice easy pacify anyway. Now, let's have a look over here. In this unspoiled ruin. Oh, some titanium. That's handy. That is handy. And we're going to go over here. A new manufacturing, the Urses. These are giant and powerful ogres, simple-minded but humble and withdrawn. Their size and shape shows that they are well suited to heavy labour and digging pits. So they produce a rumbler infantry, and the assimilation effects a plus 5% building production cost reduction. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Okay. Yeah. So next turn we'll buy the seed storage, which is nice, and then we'll start working on the borough streets. So this should be complete. Let's just have a quick look in there. So that should have really helped us with our food at the moment. That's for sure. Okay. Yeah. Excellent. Right. Yeah, you know, well, as I say, there's nothing else that I can see at the moment, so I'm just going to put it here and then live with it. Whoa. Do I have to go through there? Apparently I have to go through here. But I'm going to go round instead. Can I not get on there? Oh no, I have to go in there to get... Okay. I should be able to do it next turn though, so I'm only risking myself for one turn. Please don't immediately produce a unit and ravage my settlers. That would be super awesome. So where are we heading to next? Where else is there stuff? Just head over here. Okay, so not a villager ruin there. Okay. Please don't just completely wreck my settlers. That would be awfully kind of you. Herners in your village. Let's minimise that a second. Herners villages. Though migratory and warlike, Herners take great pride in the quality and the decoration of their homes. Though they can be taken down and moved, when they are set up they provide warmth and fellowship. Well, and I approve of that village because it didn't produce a thing to immediately kill me. So, okay, we're going to settle here. That looks like the best option for us right now. Could grow towards them instead, I suppose. That actually might not be a bad idea if I just grow towards them instead. Yeah, that is probably for the best. It doesn't give me that early boost, but it's well, I'm going to end up with the same number anyway, right? I'm going to end up with the same number of things. It was whether I lose it in a burst. No, I'm going to go here because I want that early food boost. And the science boost for that matter. Screw it. All those village fools with the glory of your empire. And there we go. Oh, we need to maintain a minimum of 3 influence in your new city, Cathayan, for 5 turns. That's the follow-up. Okay, so we got 80 dust there, but we get 15 wine and pacification. We need to maintain a minimum of 3 influence for 5 turns. Okay. Well then, what we're going to do is put our guy here and produce 3 influence, and then in 5 turns we should be fine. And even if they produce a unit that sieges us, which is pretty unlikely, then we should be fine. Okay. We want a seed storage first. And then a public library. And then a glass steel extractor right there. And we're actually going to buy the seed storage straight up. Or shall we buy something else? Yeah, we'll buy the seed storage. Won't be long before we can afford one of them as well. Seed storage is more important really right now. Okay, see here we go. So this Keratan village here has produced a Keratan unit, a roaming army. And that will remain permanently hostile even if I pacify them, so sooner or later I will have to deal with it. Given there's only 2 units though, the chances of it laying siege to my city or anything like that are pretty minimal, so I don't need to rush back or anything. So let's just head over here. Search there, more dust, which is nice. Oh yeah, and here we have these moss pearls, which I gives a lot of science, but let's have a look at what they are. A beguiling hum accompanies the phosphorescent light of these strange plants, and visitors who eat the delicious fruits claim to have inspirational visions. Interesting stuff. Got a population evolution in Rothkalor, getting the pot back from our settler there. And we're going to switch to food, because I want to build up our food in there much better. We're building a glass steel extractor there already. Let's build titanium first on here. And then glass steel on here. Yeah, that should be good. Those should be pretty good. And then we're going to get our next research after we've done the alchemist furnace. So we're getting there for tier 2 already, you see. So it should be pretty easy. Now we could get geomic labs plus 2 on science on terrain with science. And we already get a bit of a boost for that, so that could be handy. Or a mill foundry could be good. That's a good production boost. I didn't tend to, on my first playthrough, I didn't tend to get many of these armor things, because it seemed, especially the first tier, because then it's just, you know, you can grab the second tier quite soon after that. So I don't know. Or we could get the extra dust on terrain with river, because we need quite a bit of river, or for that matter, the Empire Mint. But you know what? The mill foundry will allow us to build these quicker, so we'll get the mill foundry first. We will get the mill foundry first. Okay. I think we're... oh no, we're not quite done. So let's head over here. What's that there? Igloo larvae. Weird. Okay. Yeah, see, that Keratan's just basically wandering around now. And the Herners villagers produce some Herners there as well, but we'll be fine. So we've built a seed storage in Cathayan. And now we're building a public library there. So only 2 turns until we expand as well, thanks to the seed storage. So that's pretty good, and we should be 1 of 5. So if we look at that quest, Snarken Ore there, yeah, maintain a minimum of 3 influence, and we're on 3 now, so we've already got 1 out of the 5. So we just need to wait 4 more turns, basically. Construction complete. Yeah, that's that seed storage. Let's just go here and take a look at this ruin. 10 emeralds, lovely. I don't know what the booster is for them, but we'll take a look. What are these guys? Oh, that's the Sisters of Mercy, okay. Interesting. That looks like it's destroyed. Has someone destroyed them? Yeah, okay. Someone's destroyed that, so there must be another nation around here somewhere. I'm surprised I haven't bumped into them already. Okay, that's interesting. We'll see if we bump into those guys before the end of the episode. For now, that's pretty much the end of the turn there. Yeah, looks like we're about to bump into someone. Okay. Which is interesting. Hopefully they're not someone extremely aggressive or problematic in other ways, but we'll find out very soon. I assume it must have been someone else. Yep. Okay, and that's a red border, which means that's the Broken Lords, I believe. I believe I set the Broken Lords to be red, so that's interesting. They were quite fighty in my last game. They're the only ones who ever ended up declaring war on me. So this could be interesting. I might want to nip them in the bud quite early. Empire plan available. So if we set economy and pop at 1. Oh, I don't have enough influence because it goes up to 40 because I built a new city. And I have 39 influence points. Oh my god. Presumably I don't have to do it this turn though. I can do it next turn. I hope. Nope, I have to do it now. Oh, that's really annoying. 1 influence short. Oh. And I don't think there's anything I can do to immediately gain influence. No, you only spend it really. Oh well, that's that then, I guess. I'm sorry, I'll have to do that. I don't know if that quest fails then, or it's just I need to do it in my next the next time I do set an empire plan. I don't know. I'll have to find out. In any case, we've researched the mill foundry. Improved quality of critical parts for mills increases the amount of industry produced. So what are we getting next? Well, we could get the sewer system, or we could start to get extra cash. And you know what? Extra cash is probably... We're probably not suffering for approval at the moment. Let's just quickly check. We're content. That's all right. Resource booster ended. So that was our wine. And let's have a look and see if that quest has just failed. No, okay, because we didn't set one, presumably. It didn't fail, so that's something. It's a shame we don't have an empire plan right now. That's a bit annoying. Encounters a new minor faction, the Nidya. Though bird-like in their appearance, the Nidya are closer to humanoid than one might think. The young are birthed, not hatched, and like other advanced peoples, their habitats are carefully chosen for defense, foraging, and observation. The Arpuja is their unit they give you, which is a flying unit, and they give you plus 5% initiative per pacified village. Yeah, and it looks like they've been wrecked by the Broken Lords as well. Well, let's go say hello to our neighbours. If I do, in this turn. No? Okay. So their city is nowhere near the edge here. Interesting. I'll want to claim this zone. This massive zone, actually, pretty damn soon. Or they're going to claim it for me. Yeah. Dye deposit there, that's quite handy. So I'll probably want to think about producing a settler soon, otherwise they will leap ahead of me. Population evolution. Population of both has grown. Okay, and it would have been handy to have that extra influence now, let me tell you. Let's put it in production, because we really need those to be built faster. How much did they need me to... 3 influence, that's fine. And in Rothkalor, I think we can... Where can we switch? Oh, we're currently on -4 gold. Don't want that. Just because we keep buying things. Buying buildings. That's fine. Okay, so we'll click to next turn and we'll wrap the episode up there. Having not met the Broken Lords even in the slightest. No, you know what? Fuck it. We'll play until we meet the Broken Lords. So I want to show you guys these creepy bastards. Okay, so Sisters of Mercy coming out there. Right, come on. Where are you? There we go. Hail to your grace. Let us hope that we become honourable acquaintances. So the Broken Lords are basically these chivalrous warrior knights who have turned themselves into animated, spirit-filled suits of armour who can only survive by draining, I think, the life force of other people. So there's this interesting dichotomy and all sorts of stuff. And also, they don't, if you actually play as the Broken Lords, they don't use food in any way because they don't eat. They use dust instead as kind of sustenance because it's kind of this magical material as well as being money. So yeah, that's interesting. So that's Liloriel of the Broken Lords there. He's currently indifferent about me and we're in Cold War. So I'm going to shuffle on out of his territory pretty damn quick. Because in Cold War you can attack people in your own territory. And I'm going to head on over to this ruin and have a look at it. And these Sisters of Mercy are pretty beat up here. Extra dust, that's nice. Yeah, okay. And I'll roll on through to the next turn. Hopefully those Sisters of Mercy won't attack me. But they might. And we'll leave the episode there. Okay, I've completed this quest, and they have, in fact, attacked me. Okay, well, in that case, I'll definitely finish the episode here, I think, and then, if I can. So anyway, we've completed Snarkanor for the Hurons. The villages in the region suddenly begin to take you more seriously. They're now pacified and content to join your empire. We gain wine, and they're pacified. Okay, that's grand. So, a battle with the roaming Sisters of Mercy army is about to begin. They're just support, so we should be good here. I don't particularly want to... I'll show you what the battles are like. We can have a bit of a longer episode, it's fine. So, there's various things you can do with the battles here. You can kind of just choose your global strategy, so offensive, defensive, or hold position, and then you can choose to either play it yourself, or be a spectator of it, but the AI plays it out in front of you, or to just auto it and it'll tell you the results. But we'll manual on this so I can show you the system. And I'll set them to offensive. They're mostly, well, they're range. I tend to play on offensive, full stop, so we'll see what happens. So if we see, the area of the map that we were on has kind of turned itself into a battlefield, which is nice. These are the two Sisters of Mercy Justices here. This is our hero. And these are our ranged units. We'll keep the hero up front because, well, frankly, because she's harder, can take more of a beating than either of our units. Also, if our units die, they're permanently dead. If our hero dies, she only dies if the rest of the army dies. The rest of the army is not going to die. We're going to win this. Just to see as a support unit, so we should be fine. One of the things that our hero has is... point blank power, so does range damage, but more range damage closer up. So we're going to move her up and attack them point blank. But these guys, they have a range of 3, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They'll be able to attack the front unit at the very least. So we're going to leave them here, set on offensive, and that'll be fine. But we're fine. This is just the deployment phase for setting up your troops, so we're fine with that now. Now you assign targeting. So essentially. You can change them to be hold position or to be defensive or offensive. As I say, we're going to leave them on offensive. What offensive means is that they will attack anyone in range, and if they can't attack anyone in range, they will move as close as they can to range, and if that puts them into range to attack, then they attack. But we're going to give them a bit more direct commands here. So we're going to say with these guys, you attack them, you attack them, and we're going to say, and this is an interesting thing because this isn't apparent in the tutorial or anything like that. I was a bit confused when I started playing the game as to how you move and shoot, essentially. But all you need to do is, you basically select the person you're doing it. If you fall afoul of this as well, select the units you want to move and fire, and just right-click in the area you want them to move to, and then drag and release in the area you want them to shoot to, and that works pretty well. And then basically I hit launch, and this is the initiative order here, so they act in the order with the orders they've been given. So let's see. So my hero moves forward first, does a point blank shot at those Justices, and does a fair amount of damage, almost half their health. These Justices are going to move forward and attack my hero. Not do too much damage. And these Justices will probably do exactly the same. Now, I imagine these Justices will be wiped out by my 2 units ranged firing here. Oh, yes. Wow, okay. immediately. And then this one, because they're on defensive, they'll pick the next available target after their orders. So that was the critical hit that this unit hit. So that's nice. And yeah, this is fine. We'll just launch with the orders, same orders. So we're going to get some point blank power here. Ah, but we missed. Interesting. Ah, and now they're striking forward towards my. And they missed. And our counter-attack absolutely slaughtered them. There we go. Interesting. But anyway, yeah, that's the combat in Endless Legend. It's probably the weakest part of the game, but it's still quite fun. I think it's still quite fun. So, what are we going to do now is the question. Let's head up here and see what we can see. So they haven't taken this zone yet here either, but there is one of their units. There's a Broken Lord's unit. The Hearth Vanguard, okay. They've been busy. They've been wiping out a lot of villages around. Interesting. I'm actually ready to assimilate. I can assimilate the Herners into my empire now, should I so wish, to get plus 5% attack per pacified Herners village on my units. But I'll use up influence, which I'm in short supply of, and I'm not too bothered about that bonus. I'd rather get the Delvers on board when I can. So I'll be fine. I'll be fine the way I am. So let's end turn. There we go, there's our first borough street actually being properly built to expand the size of our city. And we're going to start working on a titanium extractor. Fantastic. So I think we'll leave the episode there. So episode 3 should be along quite soon, I imagine. So keep an eye out on the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.